Much has been discussed about the validity of former President Duterte's arrest based on a warrant issued by the ICC. But former Supreme Court Chief Justice Artemio Panganiban raised a question about the ICC's jurisdiction to conduct a trial and pass judgment against Duterte. According to him, under the Rome Statute that created the ICC, there is a 2-year prescriptive period for this. That if a state withdraws from the court, the ICC's Office of the Prosecutor only has 2 years from the effective date of withdrawal to conduct any preliminary examination or investigation. Let's discuss this issue with Attorney Joel Butuyan, an ICC-accredited lawyer. Sir, magandang hapon and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Magandang hapon, Attorney.
Good afternoon, Attorney.
Magandang hapon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us, sir. Sir, I suppose, sir, you read naman na Panganiban sa column. It's quite interesting, eh. Pero please bear with us, we're not lawyers. So
Learned lang.
we're just trying to
Wanna be
understand
lawyers.
these legal issues and kasi there's so much stuff being tossed about. Ito po, ang sabi po ni Panganiban, if I'm getting this right, is that the prosecutor applied for an investigation beyond the 2-year prescriptive period set by the ICC to the Rome Statute. Do you agree with that, sir? Or is there any validity to that argument?
I think former Chief Justice Panganiban was referring to the 1-year extended period of jurisdiction of the ICC.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, when a country withdraws from the ICC, the withdrawal becomes effective only after 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in the previous decision of the appeals chamber, where it resulted in a 3-2 vote,
Yes, sir.
3 in favor of
Dismissing the appeal.
virtual jurisdiction to the ICC to continue with the investigation on the Philippines, and 2 minority judges saying that the reasoning was that the ICC OTP prosecutor's investigation should have been started within that 1-year extended jurisdiction of the ICC. I think that's because if you remember, the prosecutor in our case obtained authority to conduct formal preliminary investigation beyond the 1-year period.
Yes, sir.
I think that's the issue that's being raised by
Yes, sir.
the former justice. Yes.
Yes, sir. So, sir, yeah, if you look at that, the time frame, ano po, would this be a valid investigation given that it's beyond the 1-year period? Kasi we're looking at beyond the 1-year period. Kung March 17 na nag-take effect ang withdrawal, May 24 na raw po, 2 years later, na grant, nag-apply ng investigation ng prosecutor at na-grant daw siya September 2021. That's also beyond 2 years.
Saka, Attorney, di ba mutil academic na yan dahil dinesisyonan na yan ng ICC?
Actually, pwedeng erase ulit ni Mr. Duterte kasi hindi siya party dun sa may appeal na ni-raise ng Philippine government. So, nasa rules ng ICC mismo, pwede niyang i-raise ulit yan as ground, no? Pero ang aking punto dito,
Yes, sir.
well, with all due respect to the Chief Justice, whom I really hold in high esteem,
Yes, sir.
I have a different opinion, no? Kasi if you say that the preliminary investigation should have been started within the 1-year period, paano kung halimbawa yung crime against humanity happened on the 11th month, no, 1 year before the effectivity of the withdrawal, no? The prosecutor cannot immediately start preliminary investigation. You know why? Because there are so many requirements. Unang-una, there has to be a demonstration of inability or unwillingness on the part of the Philippine government not to do its investigation. Remember, the ICC will only step in if there's unwillingness or inability of the domestic country, of the domestic state, no? So within 1 year ba kakayanin sabihin ng ICC na hindi pa nag-investigate yung Philippines, hindi effective yung investigation ng Philippines, no? Unwilling yung Philippines, hindi. Kasi it takes months, it takes years for the ICC to find out na talagang unwilling yung local country to investigate. Pangalawa, before the prosecutor can investigate, kailangan niya ng authorization from the pre-trial chamber, mag-a-apply muna yan. Ipapafile niya yung application niya. Tapos i-grant yan ng pre-trial chamber. So within 1 month, hindi po pwede imposible mangyayari yung mga events na ngayon, yung mga preconditions na mga yun. No? And kung i-require mo yung mga yan, talagang maging imposible, parang useless yung 1-year jurisdiction ng ICC. So I think, for me, that is an argument that will not hold water and it's going to be denied by the ICC.
Attorney?
So when it comes to jurisdiction, attorney, sa tingin niyo mas malaki yung sinasabi nga nung prosecution side naman na meron silang jurisdiction kung nangyari when the country was still a member of the ICC. Mas malakas yun. Kasi yung mga crimes imputed nangyari nung member pa tayo. We were part of the Rome Statute pa.
Yes, Ami. For as long as the crime was committed during the time that we were still a member, it can be investigated even after the expiration of the 1 year from our withdrawal. So po pwede, kasi wala namang requirement, walang explicit requirement dun sa may ICC, dun sa Rome Statute, and it is against the policy and the spirit of the ICC statute.
Attorney, ang tanong ko ay meron bang jurisprudence ang ICC for or against sa sinasabi ni Justice Panganiban?
Wala pa akong nakikitang ganong jurisprudence. In fact, medyo novel itong issue na to ng Pilipinas, dahil merong previous case na yung preliminary investigation nangyari within the 1 year extended period of jurisdiction.
That's what they're saying. This is going to be a landmark case not just for the Philippines but also for the ICC. Kasi sui generis.
Sui generis, again.
Attorney
That
Butuyan,
phrase again.
I just wanted to ask you about something you said last week. You participated in a press forum and sabi mo, the case against Mr. Duterte may be completed in as little as a year considering the evidence at hand. Although from what we understand, cases at the ICC take years and years to complete. What makes you say that?
Well, actually, I'm just echoing the statement of the only Filipino who has been a judge in the International Criminal Court, Judge Raul Pangalangan. In one interview before a Singaporean press, he made the observation that in all the cases which took 7 to 8 years in the ICC, those cases involve multiple charges, 7, 8 charges, dito sa kaso natin, 1 charge lang, crime against humanity of murder. So, ini-expect niya na mas mabilis. And para sa akin din, kasi dun sa mga ibang kaso, ang mahirap talaga is paano mo itahi yung crimes committed on the ground dun sa may participation ng masterminds. Minsan ang hirap mong i-attribute yun. Kailangan italon yung participation ng mastermind kagaya ng presidente o ng leader, Paano yung kanyang command responsibility? Kailangan mo mag-present ng evidence. Dito sa kaso ni Mr. Duterte, ang dami-dami niyang statement owning up to the multiple EJ cases that were committed under his administration. So mas madali yung ebidensya.
Okay.
Katutak yung kanyang statement, self-incrimination.
We have a lot of questions, but no, we have to...
The argument has always been, their argument also, it's hyperbole.
Yes, that's true. Figure of speech lang.
Hindi uubra sa ICC
How
yun.
does that work?
Hindi uubra sa ICC yun.
Kaya sabi nga niya, sinasabi naman namin, joke lang yon. Alam mo kung joke yung mga yon, buhay at tumatawa sana yung mga biktima, hindi patay, At
Walang
hindi umiiyak yung mga pamilya. Pero ito, patay yung mga so hindi joke yung mga yun.
Hindi hyperbole.
Okay. We have to let you go, attorney, because we know that we have
Thanks,
another
sir.
meeting. But thank you so much for making
Salamat,
time
sir.
for us today.
Thank you.
Attorney Joel
Thank you,
Butuyan,
Attorney.
ICC-accredited
May
lawyer.
self-regulation kami rito